Hi, welcome. This is the energy of today, November 2nd. I hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is the energy for today, November 2nd? What does the viewer need to see and hear for today, November 2nd, please? November 2nd. Okay, so let's see here. Ancestors, you have ancestors, abundance, and then celebration with the enchantment. So there may be something that you need to revisit as far as your ancestors. This could be anything from healing any kind of family trauma, or maybe trying to figure out things about yourself. But this will lead you into that place of perhaps finding out what would work out for you as far as your maybe demeanor, your character, your career. It really will help you to sort of line up with who you are, and as far as alignment. With ancestors too, you could be getting some sort of guidance from them, either in your dreams, or a lot of messages will come through birds or just things that you see from time to time. But it's that kind of a card that is like, maybe, learning will help you in the future, if that makes sense. Maybe this is where you start over again with something. It's really about being spiritually influenced from people that were in your life. This is also that kind of card of the law of karma, really being sort of gifted, to be able to sort of manifest things in the future for you. When I feel about family karma with this one, it's like maybe you've gone through that karmic situation where the same things keep sort of happening to you, and there are things that will maybe even lead you into poverty, or disputes, or whatever it is with the family. So this is really something that you can break, and it takes you into abundance. So I do feel like this is that kind of period where people are healing as far as situations with their families. So with the abundance, maybe this is where you start that new job. Maybe you figure out something about yourself that allows you to sort of shape yourself into a more abundant kind of person. Okay. With this one, it's really about having good feelings, being connected to people, giving and receiving, keeping a healthy mind, and really allowing yourself to manifest positive things. So if you've been stuck in a karmic cycle as far as family, bad karma coming in, this is where you break the pattern. I feel like this is for whoever, like someone in a family who's breaking that karmic pattern, which leads you into having abundance. You know what comes to mind? I think in the 90s there was a movie called Holes, and it was a book. And in that book, it shows you family karma, because a lot of people don't believe in that. But if you believe in past lives and things like that, that kind of thing does happen. So it's almost like breaking that curse or that pattern, and then you become more abundant because you understand yourself and the situation. And so with the celebration, this is a new beginning, whatever it is, whichever way you want to go, it's really that sense of transformation. And by being abundant in whatever you have and being thankful, you'll get more. Okay. So I do feel like you're at this place where maybe you're getting ready to break free into doing something different, and something that leads you into poverty or distress, or maybe even having that kind of happiness as far as where you work, because sometimes you might dread going into work because you're not truly doing something that is happy for you. So this is really that time where you reflect on the good and the bad choices that you've made, and from this point you start forward, you change them. And so with the enchantment, Maybe you just need some time alone, you know, calming down, relaxing, maybe a break. Also that kind of card of being connected to spirit, in that sense of where you can pick up you know, your intuition, your feelings, which leads you into expressing things for yourself. Okay. I do think with the enchantment, it's like you have to take a look at your history, excuse me, and that's why I feel like the ancestors is out here. Like you have to look at your history as far as what have you been sort of seduced into doing, or maybe forced into doing, or maybe even felt like you couldn't break free from a pattern. With that enchantment, it's asking you those kind of things that maybe have blocked you from succeeding. And that's why I feel the ancestors came out first, as far as learning some kind of pattern that maybe you've been sort of living. Okay, so I do see an exit out of this and a new beginning for you. Let's see at the top of the deck, harmony. See, so balancing something. I do feel it is that kind of energy of you know, healing families or partnerships or relationships. Okay, with that harmony. It also, when you're able to get to this place of abundance and celebrating what you have, you actually get more, and it comes in easy. Okay, so don't stress about maybe being strapped for cash or things not happening, or always getting the short end of the stick. Okay, so then you have centering, and that is the bottom of the deck. That is the influence of this reading, which is really centering, and that's what's happening here. This is where nothing can rock the boat. You know, everything on the outside can be happening and sinking, but you're still floating, like in balance. You're still balanced. You're still in control of a situation. So there is something here. There is a shift that is happening that's allowing you to start over again, and in a more confident kind of way too. So take it as it resonates for you today. So welcome, please like, share, and subscribe. And I am going to go a little deeper into this. You might be getting messages from your ancestors, you know, in dreams, or maybe even when you're driving and then all of a sudden you start thinking about grandma or mom or dad or a sibling, whatever that might be. I feel like that is in the spiritual realm, that's a connection that might be sort of touching you or guiding you or something like that. Okay, so let's see what this is. What is ancestors, please? What is ancestors for the viewer? Ancestors, learning by their mistakes. See, and immediately you got the five, which is Hierophant, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands. So either you're learning or discovering something, you know, but it brings a great change. The Hierophant is society, it's community. Is this something that perhaps was created as far as a pattern, and you kept going in a pattern? Is it because of beliefs or society, or because you're being told to do something like that? There is something here with the Knight of Wands as far as taking charge, maybe controlling the own situation, maybe forgiveness, maybe breaking that pattern. Okay, you have the World, see, and that is great. I feel whatever this is for you, whatever has sort of held you stuck in a stagnant kind of energy, I feel like it's being wiped off for you. And with the Hierophant, you might have been able to have a spiritual change, like a transformation where you're seeing things different now, is what it feels like. Okay, what is the Hierophant, please? The Hierophant. What is the Hierophant here? Okay, so you have the King of Swords. So see, some kind of truth, some kind of light has been sorry, some kind of light has been lit, which brings you the sense of being able to think clearly, being able to get out of the fog, very much being able to speak up, and maybe stand for your own, you know, but you're making a change for your environment, and maybe perhaps that environment is your family or something like that. That's what it feels like. Okay, let's see, I want to know, what is the World? What is the World, please? So you have the moon. So things that might have been hidden and you discovered some things. This gets you to that place where you can sort of find yourself. That's what I got in the very beginning. It's like finding yourself so that you can go on that path, and probably have more success now rather than following the same pattern or karma that's been really handed to you, is what I feel. I want to know, what is the Knight of Wands? The Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands. And then the moon, please. What is the moon? What is the moon here? What is the moon? I think mysteries and secrets, things, okay? You got the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. With the Knight of Wands, you have the King of Pentacles. So taking charge in something, becoming grounded. That's very much that centered card that we saw earlier. It's as if you're taking some kind of initiative to fix this pattern or this I feel it's like a karmic pattern that you've been in, you know, where it has been loss, and that loss is sort of crippling because you can't move forward. There's things that you want to move forward to with the Two of Wands, but it's almost as if you have to take action on whatever it is that's been sort of holding you in a holding pattern. And then you can move forward with the things that have been somewhat a mystery or delayed, or a loss of money, or something like that here with the Five of Pentacles. What is the Five of Pentacles? Get ready for some sort of, they say it again, some kind of lump sum that's going to come your way. With this lump sum, you either transform that money and make it into more of a positive kind of humanitarian kind of way of having that money, or either you stay in that same kind of they said selfish or greedy, something about money. Okay, let's see, Five of Pentacles. So maybe this is also, you know, maybe you had to mourn somebody that you lost, you know, as far as an actual death, mourning somebody, and maybe they're trying to guide you into the right path. So really pay attention to your dreams and those things that come up for you, as far as, you know, the symbols of birds or things like that. So the best advice I could give you is, if you start seeing those kind of symbols, then you just look them up and see what those symbols mean. And you'll get answers that way, trust me, because that's how I learned, by looking things up and just really retaining what I was reading. But something here is easing the pain, something is changing for you, and it takes that sense of being on that same a negative pattern, okay, is what they keep repeating. So let's see, I want to know, what is the abundance, please? What is the abundance? It's also too as if you've been, maybe for some of you, pleasing your family instead of taking care of you and going after your needs, okay? Abundance. What is abundance, please? So the Nine of Wands, healing. And see, that's definitely what I got. It's like whatever the situation is for you, whether it is family, I feel it's family because that's what the ancestors are. Maybe it is losing people, or even finances. Whatever this is for you, you have to think outside the box. You have to think sort of abundantly and be grateful and somewhat be humble. And then when you do that, it's almost like it heals you. That's the Nine of Wands. So it's a very healing kind of energy. And I do feel, because the truth is here, meaning you might have to speak up the truth, or you're going to be hearing the truth. So you got the Queen. You got the Queen of, you got the Empress in reverse, and you got the Five of Wands in reverse. Is there something here you're trying to heal? In other words, like, you could be trying to heal yourself in order to go towards that abundance. Maybe you feel shame or that feeling of conflict for receiving, you know, because maybe this is like a guilt trip maybe that you've been on for whatever reason. That's what it feels like. But with the Empress being in reverse, it's that kind of feeling of not being able to be successful, maybe getting that short end of the stick, not being able to, maybe for some of you, it could be like not being able to have kids, or not being able to sort of disconnect from nonsense. You know what I mean? This also could be that kind of codependent energy that's been keeping you from healing with the Nine of Wands. So there's either with the Ace of Swords, you got to let some kind of truth in, or you got to let it out, meaning you might have to speak it out with the throat chakra, or you might have to start seeing things a little bit different, maybe even acting, and then you can get yourself out of conflict. But let's see, what is the Empress in reverse, please? The Empress in reverse. So you got the Seven of Pentacles, something you want to work at, maybe working on having that abundance, or getting hired at a like a more what do you call it, more profitable kind of pay, or creating your own job, something like that, something you're trying to manifest, something you're trying to put together. What is the Five of Wands in reverse? Now see, Five of Wands is great because it definitely could be, it's not great in that sense that it's a good card. It's great to explain this reading with the ancestors, because see, the Five of Wands could be people in your life that have caused you to sort of become be in peril, or at loss, or compliant, or whatever that is, especially with the Hierophant there. But it's in reverse, and so I feel like those could be people. Is it that you're standing up to people and just sort of squashing whatever they're trying to sort of delegate to you? There you go. What is the Five of Wands in reverse, please? Five of Wands. So maybe you've broken free from something. See? And it's because you're standing up, you're doing your work. This Eight of Pentacles is really about legacies. So somehow in there, you're breaking a pattern is what I keep hearing and seeing. The Eight of Pentacles is keep working on yourself. Do things to strive for yourself, not so much for the other people. And that's how you're going to get abundance here. You also may need to speak up about something is what I feel here. Let's see here. But definitely trying to grow something, trying to, maybe this is a new career change or a new move for you, something like that, okay? Or maybe you're breaking free from the negative people, you know? So let's see here. I want to know, what is celebration, please? Celebration. Sometimes you tend to have, enemies in the family, and that's hard. That's really hard, I feel. You got the Six of Swords with the Five of Cups and the Fool. Okay, so the regrets, the sadness, the disappointments, the getting the short end of the stick and not being able to be, I think for some of you it's compromises. You couldn't compromise, or maybe the other person couldn't compromise with something. I do feel that this is where you have the leg up and you can take yourself into a different kind of way of being, but it takes a risk with the Fool. I do believe that the risk is that you got to speak up for something. That way you can start the healing process. It might be with a person. With the Empress, that could be a mother, that could be a wife. Maybe you could be divorcing or cutting free from a mother, like a mother who's just very controlling, okay? Or perhaps maybe a wife, okay? But I do feel it takes a risk, and I think that this kind of energy with the Five of Cups today that's coming in, it's almost as if you've had enough, and that's why we have the Six of Swords. You're getting that sensation to perhaps move. It's that intuition. It's really God trying to tell you, hey, I've made better things for you. But it's almost like you have to surrender and get out of this kind of I don't know, is it a conflict or control or something like that? But there is this sort of risk that needs to be taken. Maybe it's just the risk of you speaking up and you've never done it before. You know what I mean? What is the Fool? I want to know, what is the Fool, please? What is the Fool? So, wow, is this a reunion? Is it a family reunion, or maybe a loving relationship reunion? This is divine timing. This is really getting to that place of celebration and being happy. So from always being at the bottom of the barrel, it's like you're going to come to the top, okay? What is celebration? And you have celebration here with the Three of Cups and that card. So you're really transforming something about yourself, which is great. And there is like a, for some of you, you've been waiting for something to change for a long time. It's coming to that end. It's a divine timing where things are changing and you can celebrate. So getting out of the old paradigm into the new. And that's, I definitely feel with the Page of Swords, there's so much room for discovery. Really catching up on reading, learning, researching, maybe communication. Maybe the catching up is communicating with somebody verbally. Okay, maybe there's this sort of message that comes in for you via like internet, phone, email. They said in person as well. Okay. So what is the celebration? It's almost like good news is what I feel. Page of Swords. What's the Page of Swords? So, oh my goodness, you got the Lovers and the Sun. So whatever this is for you, I do feel it could be you or your person, okay, that has done a lot of healing to release that karmic family issue so that you can go and really thrive and do the thing or pick the person that you love. Whatever that is, it just helps you to thrive with the Lovers and the Sun card. I mean, we all know the Lovers is definitely about lovers and being connected to that right person. Or is this you making choices for yourself and doing what you love? Okay, so this is a general reading. You have to take it as it resonates. But my goodness, the Sun and the Lovers. The Sun is a masculine energy and it's about healing. I do feel it's like that kind of card of breaking free. And so now you're at this place of new discovery. And these things that you're discovering, it's really going to take you far, far, okay? In a positive way, okay? So let's see what that Lovers is. What is the Lovers? Maybe you're mending something with somebody that you're in love with, or family, and it just sort of clears that kind of karma so you can move forward, okay? So you got the Knight of Swords. There's some kind of action that is needed, and it is going to be taken here, okay? So look out for that message or that gift, really. What is the enchantment? What is the enchantment? See, it sort of makes sense now. It's almost like maybe you've been enchanted in something, a curse or a family curse or a karmic pattern or something like that, and you're breaking free from it is what I feel. What is the enchantment, please? The enchantment. What is the enchantment? So you got the Page of Pentacles. So be patient. Continue to learn, work on your skills, brush up on your skills, especially if you want to start your own career or your own like entrepreneur business. Even that sense of a gift or a message with the with the Page of Pentacles, you have this whole new beginning. What is the Page of Pentacles, please? The Page of Pentacles. So that time to really surrender to that conflict, the thing that keeps going on in your mind that you think you've been blocked in and you can't move out of, that's you surrender and you say, I'm not putting up with that anymore. I'm moving away from that. And that's why we have the King of Wands, the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and that Seven of Swords. So this is that with the Seven of Swords, it feels, and the rest of the cards, it just feels like you finally broke free from whatever was holding you back. That was an enchantment. Was it money? Was it fame? Was it narcissism? Was it codependency? Was it alcohol? Whatever that is, there is really that sign of breaking that pattern so you can start over again. And I do see that gain. I do see that lump sum again. I see like something is going to come at you. So be prepared to know what to do with it. In other words, strategizing. With the Two of Wands, it's like strategizing, and you're able to move forward with whatever this is, okay? Definitely. And really create something new for yourself. Whatever that is, it's something new without attachment, without codependency, without manipulation. So very nice energy, really. And I would ordinarily always say take these messages as, different aspects of your life. You know, it could be money, could be family, could be love. But with the ancestors, for a lot of you, it's family. Breaking that pattern so you can go off in a better direction, okay? Let's see. And they said that movie Holes again. I read the book and my kids watched it, and that's what it sounds like. It's very hard to explain what family karma is, but if you can visualize that, that's definitely what it is, even though it was a funny take on it, you know. I want to know, let's see here. I want to know, what is the conclusion to this story, please? What is the conclusion? So see that balance, that harmony, getting back what you deserve, not having to feel like you're strapped for cash, or negative, doing things and being ashamed of them, or something with finances, okay? And then the devil. So that could be money. That could be that sense of thought, you know, your thought keeping you intoxicated or misled or something like that. With the devil, I do feel like that is the balancing of things, okay? Maybe this is a person for you as well. They said, okay, so the magician. They don't always say signs to me, but they said Capricorn, okay? If that is important to somebody. The magician, so really starting over, recreating, maybe even putting that sense of value in more towards love than towards money, okay? Because I do feel like Capricorn people are very much into money, not narcissistically, but you know, it's almost like they're very structured, and they're ruled by having enough, I guess. I don't know. Let's see here. I feel they're responsible and very sort of giving, you know. So time to end the obligation. Maybe somebody took you for granted, because you can be somewhat led into deception or manipulation. And so I think that this is putting down those obligations that are not yours. And so then you can start over again with the Page of Pentacles, okay? So take that as it resonates. Let's see here. What can you show me here as far as this karmic pattern? Okay, so maybe you were in a dominating relationship, and you know that could be stemmed from how you grew up and how you saw your mother and father sort of have relationships. You know, let's see, what else, please? What else can you show me as this karmic pattern? Okay, then you have the achievement and success. For some of you, you've lost somebody that just controlled you a lot. And what I mean by loss is probably somebody in your family might have passed away, you know. It's not for everybody. That doesn't always come up too, but it's almost like, you know, that might have happened, and almost like the weight off your shoulders is gone, and now you can start anew, okay? I got that feeling with the Empress in reverse. So you have to, I don't know if that's a wife or a mother, you have to sort of know, okay? End of a learning phase. So maybe that's the end of it, you know? Intuitive understanding, reassessment. So now you can look at the big picture and you can get out of a dominating relationship, okay? Prepare for change. Ooh, there's a lost love here. So maybe this is a partner from the past that had to sort of heal before they can go forward. Major ending, new beginning, and limitations. So the limitations are really being sort of brought down so you can change, okay? I want to know, how do they continue to manifest this, please? How do they continue to manifest this for themselves? If they want to, that is. Okay, so you have creator. So you are the creator. You're the magician. You take your lessons learned. You can break that pattern, okay, with that one right there. And then what will you really want? So this is that time to look at things different. And if you didn't like that kind of structure or that pattern or that kind of control or whatever, now you change it. You know, you can change it. And so raw intention. So this is you, your power, okay? And changes. So maybe you were the kind of person that lived in this place of you didn't like change and you just sort of stayed the same. I think this is somebody who's waking out and doing their own thing. That's what it feels like. Okay, I want to know, what is the insight for this reading, please? The insight for this reading. Okay, they gave me 3. Let's see here. Let me put the glasses back on so I can see. Okay, so it says, take a light bath. Imagine a pitcher above your head, pouring out the infinite light. Let the light wash over you, touching every nook and cranny of your being inside and out. And see, I do feel like this one came out yesterday. It's trying to tell you, keep up all the bad karma, really. And when you take a shower or take a bath, that's when you do that. And then, so receive your abundance. Your dreams and desires are waiting for you to take them. Drop all the limitations hindering you from being in your own natural state of abundance. There you go. And then speak up. Use your voice. You have a unique truth to share. If you don't speak, you miss the chance to find your community and inspire those around you. So it really does feel like somebody needs to speak up, and maybe you've been told to shut up for a long time and now you got to speak up. Okay. What is the mermaid message, please? So dive deep. You see, you sort of have to dig deep, really become sort of peaceful and in solitude to make these changes, wise changes. Okay. What else can you show me, please? Okay, so then acceptance. So maybe you have to accept something, okay? In order to break that pattern, it's a surrender, accepting it so that you can move on. Okay, and I was going to say, what is the universal message? So when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Yes, it does. And, you know, what's part of the universe are your ancestors, guys. So obstacles are detours in the right direction. So all those obstacles are really learning lessons so that you don't go down that same path again. And if you keep finding that you keep going down that path, then something's got to change, you know. What is the affirmation for today, please? The affirmation. What is the affirmation? Okay, so I'm going to take this one. Okay, it says, today I feel good. I know deep down that I look good, I feel good, and I am a good person. Yes, you are. And don't forget that. Don't let somebody else tell you differently. What is the mysteries of love here for them? The mysteries of love. Okay, so radiance. And so, see, this is really where you get the radiance from God. Sunflowers represent God. It represents healing. And maybe you're learning to shine, you know. So this is definitely somebody who's been awakened, spiritual awakening perhaps, okay, which is leading you to break all the bad patterns. It's about patterns today. I keep hearing it. So let's see. Old cycles, out with the old, in with the new is what they say. So let's see here. What is their abundance message, please? Their abundance message. They said, if you believe. So maybe you've had a hard time believing in stuff. Companionship, giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. So is that the lost love? Is that something that you're finding it hard to believe in? Or maybe now you believe in it, you know? So take it as it resonates. Let's see. What are the words of love? Oh, I'm sorry, not the words of love, but what is the message with this deck, please? Grabbed the wrong one, but that's okay. What's the message here, please? Okay, so you have good luck. So see, positive, abundance, passion, really doing the thing that you love or being with the person you love, empowerment. You have well-being, strength, and happiness. So this is what's coming in for you. Very nice. Let's see here. Okay. What are the whispers of love for today, please? The whispers of love here. Okay, so you have love endures. So love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and it withstands every situation. So maybe you're finding this out, I feel, for somebody. Okay, and then what is the angel message here, please? The angel message. What is the angel message, please? What is the angel message? Okay, so it says gentleness. Archangel Fawn. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. So have patience with yourself, really. That's what that feels like. Okay, so let's close it off today with the soul message, please. What is the soul message? Okay. Okay, so it says here, how can I deepen my trust right now? It says trust and surrender. Let go of the will. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. So today's action, let go and trust. Today, find your center and the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. So it is really about centering yourself so that you can get that abundance, whatever that is for you. All right, so I hope this helped you. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me your comments. I do appreciate them. And always sending prayers for you guys. Stay blessed. I'll see you guys tomorrow.